Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna do Duke, issue number 1 from Skybound Comics. Yeah, we are still a little bit in the Energon Universe. I hate that word. I'm done with universes, with Marvel Universe, DC Universe, Spawn Universe, Star Wars Universe, Fandom Universe. Okay, but let's shove that aside. Let's focus on the book. It's been drawn by Joshua Williamson. I'm sorry, the art, the wait, I have to make sure. Joshua Williamson is the writer. Tom Wright is the artist. Jordie Bellaire is the colorist. And Ross Wooton, I've seen that one before, is the letterer. And I believe that Wooton is also in the G.I. Joe or the Transformers. He's probably involved in that too. Because I've seen his lettering before. There are some gripes that I have with certain things in the art department, but we come back to the bit a little later. The cover, it's not something that I'm excited about, but that's what it is. Moving on. So we begin here. Before I go in, I'm new to this whole G.I. Joe franchise. Never saw the cartoons, well, just a little bits here and there, but that's about it. So if I'm misnaming certain characters, or I'm, even with their how do you say, characteristics, just call me out. I'm happy to rectify that. It could be that there are some characters in here that I have zero knowledge about, so maybe you guys can help me out by leaving a comment, and tell me what this is all about and who these characters are. That would be appreciated, because I'm really invested in this whole G.I. Joe universe. Without further ado, let's dive in. So we see here Duke doing all, great action stuff. And he says, even in boot camp, it was clear you had the right stuff. Top of your class, exceeded all expectations, a leader on the battlefield, and off. Countless successful extractions and rescue missions with zero collateral damage. From day one, it's been clear that you are, dun dun dun, a man of action. I love that. It drew me immediately in. So we see here Duke, is a man of action, have some rescuing some young girl, right? And and the narrator says that he is one of the finest assets produced by the United States of America, but not anymore. So I love the shot. Love the effects. That gives it a little bit atmosphere. That's good. So is this Hawk? Like I said, I do not know these characters. Probably you all do. I don't. He says, but none of that means check now. What happened to you, Conrad? That's, I think, his real name. Insubordination, carelessness. You're barely in uniform. Frankly, I expected this of your brother, but never you. I don't know who his brother is. Please help me out. Regardless, we want you back. Your country needs you. Needs you back, he says. So this is then Colonel Hawk, right? So he's so Colonel Hawk says, "Hey, you just, we did all the test and evaluation stuff. You just passed. You need to stop ask questions." But then Duke says, "With all due respect, Colonel Hawk, I saw what I saw," and he says, "I've questioned my superiors before, and I've been my bad days too. But you have given the answer, son. I'll be candid with you, Duke. You're turning into a walking American nightmare. You weren't there," he says. Now, what is this? Well, I'm going to show you. So this is what happened in, if I remember correctly, in Transformers issue number 2 from Skybound Comics. And basically he saw a plane turn into a robot, and that killed his partner, called Tyler Frost. He says, basically says that he left his family behind and a baby boy. And we see here in this, reflection that Starscream killed him, and Duke barely escapes, shoots him in the face. And also you see this again, also the reflection. I really like that. And then he is just escaping. He says, whatever that thing was, it snuffed out Frosting's life like he was nothing, and it enjoyed it. again with the little bit back, going back to the lettering and the sound effects, I'm more used to bombastic, big, bulky sound effects. That's really not in these comics. I have my share of problems with that, but it's not that bad. Especially when later in this comic that looks really cool. Meanwhile, so the story continues, or well, the narrative. He says, every night I try to sleep, but whenever I close my eyes, I see that thing. It was an accident. What about his family? We took care of them. With lies! I was wrong. You're not ready. Take some time off and vacation. So basically says, hey, just get some R&R, dance with some women and come back later. And but then he says, hey, what did the black box says? Let me show you, show me the files. And he says, Hawk says, well, that's classified. They're garbage. So I do not know if Duke's, how do you say, character is, like volatile and unstable like this. Probably not, but, again, I don't know. He says, I followed every order to the best of my ability, sir. And right now my country is lying to me. I getting answers. I will know what that flying robot is, and then I'm taking it out. All right, so he's a man on a mission. I like that. So 6 months later, he has some longer hair. Now, hair, I know, is growing a centimeter per month. So, and according to this should be way shorter. So I guess normally it would be 9 months to have this hair, 8 months total. But just, I don't know, there's nothing to do with the book, but I would just want to point it out that it's a little bit but that is just me. We have also similar colors that throws me off a little bit here and there. It's, I like muted colors, don't get me wrong, but it's just all with the browns and the grays and the, it's not really something that pops, except here that you can see someone has a red shirt on that pops really cool. So where is he going? Well, he is Mindbender. So he's going to some kind of a group with UFO sightings. All these people are the usual suspects, like, I don't know, anime guy eating donuts, unshaved bearded guy with opinions. And he says, oh man, it was a mistake coming here. So this is Dr. Adele Burkhardt. And Duke says, this is not what I was expecting. It's easier to hide the truth amongst the ridiculous. Come on, step in my office. So, and she says, well, forgive the low-level tech here. And so she is, I don't know, was in some kind of a team developing energy, clean energy, right? And but she says, I believe we would find it in the stars. Aliens? When do you? Well, basically, she says when I don't know, talk about the universe and the Big Bang and the dust that has been settled and etc. etc. And then she is finding out that the company that she was working for has used the technology and her plans for evil, and she is surprised about that, right? And she left the company, and she didn't feel hurt or whatever. And Duke says, I know the feeling. And then we see some, I don't know, schematics for, I don't know, weaponry that looks like, hey, maybe they developed some new toys, right? From Hasbro. Anyway, so she says, after I left, the entire project was shut down. My life work was destroyed as it would never existed. This was all I was able to save. If anyone is ever able to capture that powerful and use it for war, the consequences will be devastating. I mean, is that still people? Is there people that are still, how do you say, surprised that's happening? And like, oh no, we have developed a new technology that could help the people, and and the humanity is benefiting from that. But then, oh no, the government is taking that certain technology and then using that for warfare. Oh no, my life is in shambles. How could that be? Oh no. It's just, dude, just, oh, man, wake up. This is not new. But this woman is life is in shambles or something. And so Duke says, I saw a lot in the surface. I thought I've seen it all. Then I saw a robot in the sky, and everyone said I was crazy. It made me question everything. But you gave me hope in that. You gave me hope that I'm not as crazy as I thought. And she says, that's why I reached out to you. etc. And she says, after hearing your story, I believe you have stumbled on a high-tech arms race. Really? How did you come to that conclusion? And the company on the edge of that is, oh no, it's Elon Musk. Oh no, it's, I mean, Mars Industries. Is this a dig to Elon Musk? I don't know. Also, you know, the gripes that I have with parts of the art is a lot. First of all, we have light sources. There is no source of light. There's no light emanating from it. So there's people working in here in this unfinished piece of art here. Black, of course, everything is black. It needs to be because it's modern comics. Where are the lights? I mean, where's the light sources? I mean, what is it with people and backgrounds and blackness, right? Why can't we just have a ceiling with lights on that emanates light, you know, with light sources and this building is here, right? So there's people working here. Why is this all black? Why is this that this company is closed, although it's open because people are working here? So shouldn't that be that this whole department is full with light? And what is with this car? It looks so weird. Anyway, more janky art stuff coming later. So he says, you know, I have no trouble in, you know, getting into some stuffy corporate office to, I don't know, investigate. But then this is fun. So speaking of emanating light, now it does. This really looks cool. So he is, you know, doing stuff, you know, taking out cameras, and there's armed people with helmets in this Mars Industries company. This looks cool. Really with the shadowing looks cool at all, and you know, here as well. I like that. This is fun for me to look at, you know, visual storytelling. But then he sees this, and I told you probably many times that stuff like this should wow people, especially if it's bigger, but it looks so unfinished. This looks like sketches that has been, I don't know, done and said, yeah, that'll do. Let's move on to the next panel. But, you know, it's still not finished. Yeah, we are on time. Just leave it here and people just eat it up like candy. I mean, where's the light sources coming? Where's the lamps? You know, where's the shadows? Why does this all feel unfinished, right? There's no shadowing here. Just, I don't know, man, it looks so ugly. Here as well, particularly this piece. So this looks more like a sketch. Now, small info, I'm busy with a comic as well. My artist gives me sketches that he's gonna finish, right? And these sketches are almost look exactly the same like this. This is unfinished. Anyway, but then he has this flashback about a robot, right? And he says, I knew it! And then we have, I don't know, is this Magnus robot fighter? Because he has the same costume almost, and he's an M on his... I know this is not Magnus. I believe, although, do they have a crossover with Valiant? Probably not. Anyway, so there's going to be a fight, and the fight is cool. And I love this also, switching with the coloring, and it looks really exciting to me. And this is what I miss in comics, you know, some exciting action stuff. And he says, stay down, soldier. And he is still resisting. Then this is happening. Like I said, really exciting. So soldiers coming out of nowhere, and they overwhelm him, and he gets a licking here. And especially this here. Everybody's trying to get him, overwhelm him. Looks really good. This is what I want in comics. You know, I want excitement. This is exciting. And then he's screaming like a madman. I knew it. You built it. And he says, nut job. You dumb. You're dumb. You be lucky. It's the only thing we do is call the cops. Go ahead. And then we see, I don't know, is this Destro's? Yeah, probably, because he's sitting here. And I don't know, some kind of a... Is this water? Is this a screen? Where does this flame coming from? Some errors here, but, you know, I'm not going into that detail. So Destro says, no, leave him go. We don't want to have eyes on us because that's going to be suspicious. And there are other ways to deal with our curious friend. And then we see Adele and Duke here in the screen. I'm not sure which screen, but here maybe? Probably. And then he's walking home and he's talking to a friend that is found it suspicious that they threw him out. And they did nothing, right? They didn't ask for his name, and he didn't identify himself like who he is. And then we have this, this building that he was before with no stairs. Where are the stairs? Somebody has some kind of a gum and then getting... That's just so weird. Anyway, but then it turns to red, and you know what's happening. If panels turn to red, some shit is going on, and oh no, all these nerds and conspiracy theorists are dead, shot to death. And then this woman says, Conrad. And so, it's Adele's still alive. And he says, what happened? Who did this? A man. He said he was a believer. He flew all the way from Australia. He stole everything, all my research, but he missed this. And she says, Sadie, we need to get to the hospital. Well, she's basically done for. And he says, you can let it fall into the wrong hands. Find the truth, right? And then the cops are coming. That looks like, I don't know, Cobra enforcers, I guess. And he says, hey, I'm unarmed. We're on the same side. Just let me get me idea. And he says, he's got a gun. And he shoot. I love this. The sound effects is just, they're going nuts. They're going completely berserk. And he's fleeing and all these bullets flying around him and all these sound effects. I love it. It's really cool. And to be honest, he could not survive this. I mean, they're shooting him all at the same time. He could not survive this, but he does. And so they say, what the hell? No way he survived that. And then he just, flees. And then Hawk here is reporting, maybe to the president. And now Duke is a fugitive, right? And he is, talking to this woman. Duke has gone rogue, Krieger. Civilian lives has been taken and he's on the run. Duke is one of the best, Connor Hawk. Finding him will be impossible. Not if we bring in the best to hunt him down. If we want to track an American hero. We get American... What does it say? We get American heroes. And we have Stalker and Rock and Roll. I only know Rock and Roll and Stalker from these G.I. Joe classified action figures. Really cool. It's going to be fun, man. I'm enjoying this immensely. Like I said, nitpicking aside about the backgrounds, well, it's not really nitpicking. I have a serious problem with that. But the good outweighs the bad. The action is cool. The story is engaging. It's fun. It's exciting. I'm not excited for Cobra Commander, by the way. The art looks shit, in my opinion. But overall, I'm really invested in this whole, G.I. Joe universe. And that leads us to the next issue that we're going to review pretty soon. Guys, let me know what you think about this. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to my channel. That would help me a lot. Leave a comment and a like. And I'll see you on the next time. Bye-bye.